Don't cry, it's a right, wipe your tears away. I'm just scared, making money by the easy way. I tried to find the light, tried to find the right. So the things that I tried to swear to God that only when the things. But I'm the bank. I'd rather get cash in hand from the bank account. I want a couple
Legend. Legend.
This guy level with shoulders up off the head, try level low. Wow, that's up to them. But
Obviously, Shyheim, the meaning of the name is a gift from God. I think that kind of sums it up.
There's too much for him. Like, he's just he's a funny guy.
You just want a man to do good, man. You get what I'm saying? You proper want a man to do good.
We all used to chill on the Palisades ramp and all that, and it's like little shy to him getting a beard before everyone.
Tricks. Live wire.
His mind was different. He was ahead of his years because of maybe because of certain things that he'd been through.
He didn't pass away. It wasn't that he went to bed and didn't wake up. He was stolen from us.
My name's Shakur. I'm Shyheim's little brother. Always brighten up your day. You always know when he's in the room, in his silent just by his parents. His parents was bigger than who he was.
I don't know how he was as a baby because he came into our lives when he was about 2. Nobody actually knew that he was my cousin Donna's stepchild. Everybody just knew him as Donna and the 3 boys. That's Jamal, Shakur and Shyheim. He had the most amazing hair. It was huge. When you wet it and combed it down, he actually looked like a little black cousin it because it was just hair galore, and he didn't mind having it combed, which was really good. I think he was about 2. Or not quite 2 the first time I met Shy. I was the one that was put forward to plait his hair, so that was mine and Shy's time where he'd tell me all kinds of foolishness. But that didn't change as he got older either. So yeah, he was about 2.5 and I was plaiting his hair.
As an always happy kid still, always happy. I had a hard life growing up, like, at first, like just him and my dad, just those 2 going through it with him and his mom. Then he met my mom, then he would live with my older brother. Then I came along, then just us 3 from then. I remember Shy, like, every time me and my older brother, Jim, get into an argument, Shy always used to be the middleman, time to allow it, time to leave it, man. I always used to look at me still, can't lie. Had my back, always.
He had the most perfectly shaped, thick eyebrows that any girl would be envious of. So he didn't have eyebrows, he had shy brows.
Me and him shared a room together on a bunk bed. I had the top bunk, he had the bottom bunk. I remember I always used to share the remote. I had a remote, he always watched what I watch. He give me let's say he'd give me the choice of the TV, but I know he didn't really care. But he always made sure I was looked after that way, like anything I wanted he would do.
I moved around the ends. I moved around there. Handsworth Wood sides around there. And I think one day, I remember I saw a geezer walking past my house. But I saw my man walking past my house when I was moving in. I think I just moved my stuff in. And then he's come back down, he's walked back down again. And he's walked back down, and he only lived that, go down the bottom, you bust a right and you go down there. So then I think I've ended up taking out the bike. And I've ended up going just riding around the area for a bit. As I've done that now, I've saw Jim Penders and my man outside the yard. So man's gone over there because I used to know it was them, man. That was it. It was just, I don't know, just bridges from them.
Like seeing him in the St. Mary's jumper and that, and like probably a bit too big for him. And same as mine, we just mobbing to school. And like, because I was so tight with Jimmy at the time, which is his older brother, it was like, we was a little team in it. So it's like, he's the one we have to look after, he's the young one in it. So it's like seeing him transition from, obviously, when I went secondary school, we went different ones, but we all used to chill on the Palisades ramp and all that. And it's like little Shy to him getting a beard before everyone because he was hairy and that. It was just mad.
I met Jim first by just like the area and that. I got a friend called Andre, yeah, who lived around the corner. And obviously around the corner from like where Jim and Shyheim, but Jim was just out more, you get me? So I just saw Jim. I saw Jim and we was getting cool with Jim and that and whatever. And then I saw Shy and they were saying they were brothers and that, and I'm like, you lot do not look alike, you get me? That's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, how are these like brothers, fam? You get me? This is before like Shakur and that, I saw him and that, you get me? So it's just from around the area really, that's how I met them.
My favourite memory of Shy is probably, so back in like 2011, it was like BlackBerry Messenger. Like everybody had like a BlackBerry phone. And obviously I had Shy on BlackBerry and he posted this picture. Now to anyone else, like we wouldn't find it that funny, but it was the significance of it being Shy. So he posted a picture that was a text that said, I'm shy, but I got a big
The Shyheim comes in. I turn around, Shyheim, I'm like, oh, hey Shyheim. He was Shyheim backside things. I seen how big they were. I was like, no way.
Knowing Shy, he wouldn't have even been bothered about it because she said something complimentary about him in it. So, you get me? And obviously, for man at that age, like back then, you know, if a girl says something like that about you, then you get me. That's something to be.
He was like a little ladies' man as well, so his name was ringing bells doing that. Me and Shy crossed swords a few times with women. I've called him and like I've been at a girl's house and he's called her phone. He's been at a girl's house and I've called her phone, so we had a few memories like that. But I like that he wasn't like, he's not one of them people who hate or get jealous, and I'm the same, so we'd laugh about it and we'd joke about it. It was like fun for us. At the time, that's what you had to do. There was nothing else to do. So we would just go and link girls and have fun. But it was just a little thing between us that only us would know kind of thing.
But the thing recording, you know, he's just, there's too much for him. Like he's just he's a funny guy, and there's just with bare times of just man have to do things. Gal, he's on it, bro. Like he's just a man that's just on stuff. You get me? And he was on it, man.
Never touch me, but I know somehow he's still feeling me. Let's really see how hard you are, cause I swear on top of you easily. He might be your friend, he's ahead of the rest, your brethren. I know the answer. Questions, so many questions.
Them days, like, remember, like I said, man, move around there, innit? So, when I around there, Scorp's nan lives around the corner, go around there. So Scorp's has moved over there, so I'm around there and my mum's around there now. So I had a little bit, some studio equipment that we had in my bedroom. I brought it around to Scorp's nan's. I might used to just go and record around there.
This guy level with shoulders up ahead, try level up. Wow, that's up to them, but they've already scared these youths with a nightmare. That explains why they're out of bed. Man can't chat to the man. I'm actually bad, I can't do what I do with a pen.
Man thought man could rap back in the day, you get me? Shy could rap though, you get me? Obviously I had a 1-2 bar, you feel me? So boom, he was in his back garden now. He was in his back garden, and we were recording on phones. I don't know, it must have been BB, fam. It's gotta have been BB, you get me? Man's recording on phones and that. We got what beat was it? I think it's called Nutty Violins, yeah, the beat, yeah, old school beat, fam. If you're old school, you know about this beat. We're all spitting our bars to the beat, you get me? But there's probably about 7 man on the tune, you get me? And obviously I'm at the end of the tune, you get me? And I just started bossing some African accent at the end of the tune, you get me? I said, yo, it's Agologo
Yo, what's your opinion? I'm way too much for all the infants. I'm more of a beast than the free lines. Maybe I should be the badge of England. I be up there with the best indeed. Up in the heat like West Indies. Like you knocking blood, no one's a threat. Obviously that threat is me. I fly over the top so I see what the birds see. You know why? Cause I've got the bird's eye. You can't end die. I'll take on you when you make now. Show me the third guy. Sorry, I don't mean to boast, but I swear to God that I need to blow. I'm on my marks and I swear I'm already set. So guess the next step is for me to go. Look, yo.
Crazy that is. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Right back now, doing a little CD with Squad.
Son, his music. Nah, you can't lie. I looked up to him with the music thing still. Like, back in the day, I wanted to be a music. I wanted to add bars to it, I can't lie. He wrote my first bars too. They're so rubbish though, I can't lie. Like, he done me dirty stuff for that one. He wrote my first bars, but they're so basic. I can't lie. What was he? Something about I'm look at S, I'm the best. You can't test me, I'll put you to the test. Some rubbish like that. You done me dirty with that one still. But Shy's a good MC still, I can't lie.
They say, but look, it's okay, cause I move like I'm in a rush, no, but can't think I told you a road tree, like I'm untouchable, so move when you get blown out the way.
Too hot, too bright, at that level of the sun. How can you see that I ain't the best when it's bait in the face like an elephant trunk? If you're claiming I'm not, then you better speak up. If I call out your boys, they better respond. Fuck that, now I don't wanna hear it, they're letting out air like a punch of lung. I could never take the job of a doctor. Why? Cause I'm always running out of patience. I'm in this game for about 2 years, and still to this day I ain't ever made pence. It don't make sense, but trust me, blood, yo, wait till my wage increases. Yo, music's the key.
What did music mean to him?
I mean him, everything, he put all his pain, everything onto his music. Felt like his escape for everything still. Like I said, he had a hard life, going through stuff, so music is like his escape route for things.
I don't even know what made me even pick up a camera, you know, for a start.
But no, I ain't KIG, I just do my thing real nicely. You say I got this rap, it's easy.
We was doing this, but no one was doing this. I don't know what made him get the camera when he got the camera. We started filming, as you can see, filming anything and everything. Tricks.
Tricks, live wire. We got Judas Nickel, high propaganda, equal pickle. We got ice cream balls.
When I'm making my tunes and whatnot, we used to make tunes late at night, and I used to tell man, yo, come to the garden and record tunes on my yard. Then I brought the shit to Scopes and Nans, and then man used to go around there and recording till late at night. We was just doing it.
Everything was rosy, and it's like, it's weird, it's like there's two sides of Birmingham. There's the fun side, and everyone's happy, and we're going house parties, and everyone's linking up, and we're going Palisades, walking through town, moving to girls. And then there's the gang side where everyone wants to be bad, and everyone's rolling with knives and guns, and it's just like, it's like so close to each other, but it seems so far apart until you're in it.
Got the funniest memory of me and Shy, when I got arrested, still, I can't lie. Got arrested, came out of the police station. Next day, my mum was telling me, your brother's coming down to punch you up, whatever, this and that. I was shocked, you know, I was scared, thinking, oh, fucking hell, he's gonna come down, fucking hell. He came to the house, I kept my distance from him. I said, yo, you right? He said, yeah. Then he went to my mum saying, how come you so scared? Then he came by me, but I thought he was gonna do something. Then he said to me, relax man, I ain't gonna touch it man, I ain't gonna touch you. Then, ever since then, we took a picture, our last ever picture we took together. But if you see it now, if you see my face, it's kind of like, not scared, but it's just straight, because I didn't know how to react. I thought he was gonna punch me, but that's one of the funniest memories still.
I have a funny story. So we used to go and play football on a Friday at Hampton Hall School. There'd be a few of us here. A man would go up there, and sometimes Shy would come. And I remember there was the one time Shy came to play football, but obviously he was hiding it. So we're playing football, and he's like missing the ball and everything. He's basically almost climbing up the walls and that. It was actually one of the last times I saw him in the flesh.
Stuff started to happen, so there was a little bit of tension. Like, obviously, certain people started openly repping gangs in music videos and stuff like that. And then the area started, like, arguing amongst each other, because obviously there's people from our area, me and Shy included, but then we have family on the other side. But because we had family on the other side, it's like, we don't want to rep, we don't care, we can go either place. But people who was really in it and really repped and who cared about the gang life, they didn't like that certain man was going back and forth. They're seeing it as snaky or traitory. So it's like, that started in circle arguments with people man I grew up with. So then it's like, there were certain people who I was around who wasn't liking people he was around. So then it was like, I bumped into him in town, and I was just letting him know, like, regardless of what's happening, me and you are always good, me and you are always straight, and I've got you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I've never been involved in any of that, I've never been a sheep. And I had a bare love for him and Jimmy and all that, so I let him know that, and we had that conversation, and I was saying how silly this all is, and he was agreeing. Like, he never had an immature mentality or mindset. I wouldn't say, he was one of them people who was going out there looking for trouble and all that. Not from my opinion anyway, not from what I know of Shy. He was a cool youth.
Yo.
Man, looking the same. That's what that's
RCT.
yeah. Madness.
They see the size of my squad, 20's the maximum. Cause we don't need large numbers to get it cracking. Cause I got it popping, I'm stopping, I got this active buzz. I'm not a bad boy, look, I'm not a flipping frog. I'm not a piece cause the feds stole my fucking bros. Scream my nigga Eki and Abs and my brother Vince was wild. So brothers bang your door sounds. I got bitches coming in and out like an old town. Plus I got the kind of cheese to make your old yard smile. Got a fresh new bat, so I'm
See cash now. So enough to celebrate the gym by this date time.
Yeah, it's that now. The brothers say they're gonna get me, but when I touch down, the man are not around. Look, I'm the best that's ever did it on the ground. I starstruck when they see me come around. Why? Cause I'm riding shotgun in the wheel. Yeah, I'm feeling kinda slick. James chopping up the Swiss while I'm banging out the whiz. Like, me in the spotlight. Never been high before, and you get on my fly. So now baby, there's nothing that I can't try.
You see, bro, yeah, man.
Fucking yo, I'm getting bored of life, I really need to take a rest. Couple cents are gonna take my breath, bullets or empty threats. Up to now I ain't smart, I sent to death. It's true tomorrow ain't promise, but no I ain't stopping. Even though tonight could be my end. Well it's life, be independent from the night. You put alone, dying alone, you the fuck need a friend. I'm trying to separate the real from the fakes and the learn from my mistakes. There's so many that pretend.
There's a lot, you fucking hell. Yeah, that was a mad day, that's what I'm saying. Fucking hell. I ain't watched that in time, bro.
First word that comes to your mind when you see that?
R.I.P. bro. Steep, bro. Steep, man.
When I see Jamal and Shakur together, it's just so obvious that Shy's missing. He kept it all so secret. He kept it all from the adults. None of us knew what was going on until it was too late. He was stabbed a year prior by the same individual in his arm.
Shy was stabbed more than once, you get what I'm saying? So the first time I was there in terms of, what I'm saying I was there, was he's phoned me and he said, yo, come down, man's here, blah, blah, link me. So when I've got there, like I'm in taxi, you get me? Taxi's pulling up. I'm seeing ambulance and that. I'm like, ambulance, bro. Boom, boom, jumped out of the taxi. I'm seeing Shy, his arms held by the paramedics and that, got his arm and that. And then his arms was bleeding. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Fast forward now, so that situation happened. Fast forward to when it's happened again, you get what I'm saying? Like when it's happened the second time now, I'm just getting phone calls like, yo, Shy's been stabbed. I'm like, what? How, bruv? Like, what again, fam?
Like, it's clear to me still. I remember everything, like leaving school, going probation, thinking, you know what? That day, me and Shy meant to meet up still. We never see each other. I never see him on his birthday, so we meant to meet up that day. Like, he's gonna come over to the house. I thought, you know what, go probation and come home. But on the way for probation, I had a funny feeling still, like something went right. Something went right. I was in the car with my dad coming back. And I could see a group of people masked up at the bottom of the road. I'm thinking, huh? But I never thought nothing of it. So I got to my house now. Holding my two friends, I'm getting changed. These are like outside my house now. Then all I hear a phone call. Bare fumbling downstairs. Look out the window, see my older brother and run downstairs with a knife in his hand. So I think, what's going on? Then I hear my mum and dad panicking, saying, yo, I was being stabbed again. So I'm thinking, oh fucking hell, not again.
My initial emotion wasn't any concern. I was more just angry that it happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like pissed off about the situation, but I wasn't, concerned enough. I didn't think that like it was anything serious. Like somebody that I knew at the time had been stabbed just a few weeks before, and he just had like a few little grains. He was just kind of in and out of hospital. So I was thinking that it was going to be a similar situation.
I got a phone call from Donna, and she said Shy's been stabbed. She said it's worse than the last time.
I'm thinking, this man still, the man got to the hospital. It's crazy. As soon as we got there, they're trying to resuscitate him.
I've got to the hospital's flooded, there's bare people there, you get me? Bare people at the hospital, blah, 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 you get what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, yo, I hope he's all right.
You know, as time progressed, you know, you're getting updates and that. And obviously I'm at work as I'm trying to get these updates and stuff, and I find out that, like, yo, it could be kind of serious, you know, like, and then obviously my thinking on it kind of changed a little bit when I realised, yo, that it could be a bit serious. And then I got told, yo, he might not make it, you know, like. Then we got told that, like, it's like a 1 in 10 chance that he'll make it.
Saying he's got a 1 in 10% chance to live. Then everyone's mad, flipping, crying. Multiple was running off and that. I'm trying to go after him. The mix was all right. Then man just got that news. Told him come say goodbye to him.
He'd hit a main artery. You're not a surgeon. You don't know where you're going to stab somebody that it's not going to kill them. You're not surgeons. And I want to say it was about 3 minutes past midnight, I was lying in my bed and this green light came dancing across my window and the ceiling, and then it went out the door. And then I got the phone call that Shyheim was gone. There's no words to actually describe the feeling you feel when somebody so important is taken away. People will say, oh, that's when Shy passed. He didn't pass away. It wasn't that he went to bed and didn't wake up. He was stolen from us. He was murdered, which makes it just so unreal that he was taken like that.
We was in Jamaica, you get me? So, I'm here. Man couldn't go and see, man couldn't go to the hospital, couldn't do nothing. And then when man find out, yo, my man dropped out, and I was thinking, yo, this is deep. You know what I'm saying? Deep. All because of the whole background of what was going on before to make it get to this. I was like, nah. Man took the piece, shouldn't have got to this.
I was in my house eating, and my cousin called me and he was like, yo, Shy's gone. I think he's been stabbed and that, and he's dead. And I was like, what? And I was about to eat. I was looking forward to my food as well, but I couldn't eat my food. I pushed the food to the side and I was like, this ain't real. It was just a waste, and it's just like, when you hear like the reasons behind it, there ain't really reasons behind it. He didn't do anything like that. And he's not like, I can understand if he was some big gangbanger or something with a bandana every day. He was just a cool youth, so it was just like, you don't get any stripes from that. What was it for, kind of thing? So it was just like frustrating, annoying, eye-opening, everything you can imagine, but it just felt shit. It just felt horrible.
I remember when they go say goodbye to him, he looked peaceful. I was happy like he was sleeping. The man came outside, gave everyone the news, everyone was bawling. Sad day still, like when I got home, I don't remember going to sleep that night still. I think I cried myself to sleep that night still. I
had lost a lot of family members, but I just felt like I'm here for a reason, I can't die. But then there was a few other special people, and then like when Shyheim died, I thought he was a special person. So it was like an eye-opener to me, like, yo, stuff's real. And then it solidified it when Deps died as well. It's like, yo, these people who I'm seeing and I'm thinking they've got a calling, they're here for a reason, they're dropping out. So then it made me feel like, yo, you're not safe. You have to think about everything you're doing, because when we was younger, we really didn't think about death. We was thinking about fun, or we didn't really think about the consequences of our actions when we would go certain places or do certain things.
I was lost still. I didn't know what to do, like, I just kept drinking, kept smoking, just trying to hide the pain. Didn't know what to do still.
And even at the funeral, fam, I said like, yo, obviously I had an open casket, you get me? And I went and looked and I'm like, bro, why the hell did I do that, fam? Like, man will never do that again, fam. That scarred me for life. Like, I can still fully, clearly remember what he looked like in the casket, fam. Man's not doing that again, ever again, fam. Man's never again doing that still. But yeah, that's what it was, man. Obviously, bro, it was just a mad emotional one, fam. Like, that's an actual bedroom, like, that's not like no... It's not like no associate or nothing, fam. That's man's bedroom, fam.
What has kept me strong is I too have a son who's now he's going to be 19 in August. And I have a black dad, I have black brothers, I have black cousins, I have a black son, and I now have a black grandchild. These are all my black men that surround me and surround my son. And it's just heartbreaking that we keep hearing about black boys killing black boys. They're not your blood brothers, your biological brothers. They're just brothers because we're all black and we all have to fight for everything. So fighting and killing each other just doesn't work, and I want my child to know I've trained my child not to kill your child. What are you doing to stop your child from killing mine?
Shy died for a reason. Like, to me, like, as my mum always showed me, there's a reason why he died, there's a purpose. And I believe that now, like, the purpose of him dying is for me and my brother, just to change our life, live our life for him. Like, do things that we're meant to do anyway, to fulfill our purpose in life. That's what he done. He came to change a lot of people's lives, change mine, change everyone around him.
I started to understand the importance of living with purpose in recent years. And I feel like Shy was somebody who did that. Maybe he didn't even realize he was doing it at that time, or maybe he did. But, you know, he's somebody who left a positive impact on this earth. There's a lot of men who know Shy who are wanting to do something positive with their life, you get what I'm saying? And I think that Shy is a big reason for that, you know what I'm saying? Not just because, obviously, we unfortunately lost him, but because of who he was when he was here. As I say, he was somebody who was ahead of his time in terms of the way we fought, and that would have rubbed off on many people.
Shy had it, fam. You see what I feel like I have, bro? Like, in terms of this, like, this brain that thinks slightly different. Yeah, he had that too, fam. Trust me, bro. But I didn't realize that until the end, though. This is what I'm trying to say. Not the absolute end, but I'm talking about until, like, probably 3 months before he died, fam, is when I clocked, raw. Yeah, my man's different, you know, fam. You get what I'm saying? Because obviously we all grow up together and that, and then obviously as you grow up and that, like, everyone kind of like grows apart or grows in different directions and that. And it was like me and him's going in the same direction. You get what I'm trying to say?
Beauty yard, nicked on my dogs. Then 2 days later, Shy got murdered. Man, it hurt so bad, I wish I had clocks that I could turn back. I can't think straight, my mind's gone blank, knowing that I can't ever bring Shy back.
The legacy is just, yo, for me, man, just gotta keep pushing on and just do this thing, innit, cause that's what man would have wanted. Even like when I made Start Over and whatever, like, even now when people still come up to me about this tune and yo, and that tune, you're almost 10 years old, you get me, and people say, yo, that tune, yeah. People have said all sorts of crazy shit. I was crying and I've been at the bus stop and that song helped me through. I was at the bus stop for hours just listening to your song and I couldn't. It's mad where it came from. My man, you know what I'm saying? He passed and I just had to soldier on.
School friend got shot in the face and survived. Then my other school friend Shy got stabbed but he died. When I heard this, I felt mad pain inside.
What happened to Shy made me realize even more that I need to just be in my own space. If Shy was in the right space and certain people that are around him, he would have been fine, do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like it's literally, when you're in a certain area or around certain people, their energy and whatever they're on seems to just rub off on you, and it's not fair, but that's just how life goes. So a lot of good kids get in trouble or get themselves hurt because they're in the wrong place at the wrong time or around the wrong people. And that just made me realise, like, I'm in the pit of Handsworth, and I had cousins from Aston, and every day they hollering me to go to a party or go to this, go to that. There's something happening, there's drama, and it's like, yo, I feel like I'm destined to change my family's legacy, do you know what I'm saying? I want generational wealth for my family. If I stay around here where everyone's crabs in a barrel and everyone's just pulling you down, and I don't try to get out and do shit, then I'm just going to be the same as everyone else, or I'm going to be a casualty or collateral damage, and I wasn't trying to be like that, and Shy is a big part of what opened my eyes to that.
If somewhere's not safe, bro, it's calm just not to go, fam. In 10 years' time, what does it all matter, fam? That like, oh, man's got problems with these youths. And in 10 years' time, bro, no one's gonna care, fam. Like, everyone's gonna move on with their life and everyone's just gonna be, you get what I'm saying? Just carry on, fam. So why put yourself at risk when people don't even care like that, fam? Like, it's not, situations ain't that deep, fam.
All the young black boys that are going to be black men killing each other isn't helping you. It's helping the establishment to get rid of you.
If you're carrying a knife, you're expecting something to happen, so you're manifesting and you're putting it out there. So there's a big chance that's gonna happen. Like, after my brother died, I used to roll with a knife for a bit, but after that, I didn't, you know, stopped. People used to say to me, you're mad. Don't you like your life? But you know what? Shy's got me, man. Shy look over me. I don't need to roll with a knife.
If you can be the leader of a gang, you can be the CEO of your own company.
The thoughts I honestly think about, fam, is what motivates, man, which is my man being proud of, man. That's what I think, fam. I swear to God, fam, because I can relive all the past and that with him. Like back then, thinking about nowadays, everything man do is in aid of my man, fam. He saw that in man and wanted to come with man on the, yo, what you say, do an apprenticeship? Yeah, man's looking to do that as well then, yeah, cool, I want it. Because he wanted better for himself, you get me? So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying by now, he would have got better for himself. Because if you want it, you will get it, fam, trust me, bro.
I made a clothing name after him. I called it Shy's World. So everything, like all his quotes, all his bars, that's gonna be most of it, like. So he is that face, he's the name of the business. And everything I'm doing now is for him, so everything is a purpose for him, like. I'm telling my story, he's my story, so me and him's gonna change the world together. If not the world, at least 10 people, 20 people.
He changed everyone's life because he was so liked. He was a loved and liked person, he was a cool guy and he was funny. And like I said, he was special, there was something about Shy, so everyone who warmed to Shy or was around Shy, it touched them. His funeral was ram-packed, his funeral was like a carnival.
Everything I'm doing now for him, like everything, through my son, he's living through me, through the businesses I'm trying to do for him, everything. Like, Shy's legacy is always there, cause even though he's not around, his appearance, his name still live on, so his legacy will never die out.
Boy Reeks, music plug, charged up freestyle. Feel me?
Yo, Curtis.
The time you rap, you could blow up in a year. This pain's got me barraged out, going through some tears. I lost my best friend twice, I no pain, dog. My friend selling dough, hard for him to pay card, Mommy told me get a job, I just nodded. She just kissed her teeth, she knows I ain't stopping. This the place where they kill you if you don't share. The trap was my second home, I had closed there. She drink the Henny in the night, tell me flight mode. If I tell her that I love her, it's a typo. Kate said if I don't blow, then it's fixed. No guarantees, I'm in the kitchen with the mitts. Nanny told me fear God, it's essential. I just pray to God, they don't pull me in this rental. I'm back and forth with myself, me and Reeks beef. Plus my nigga D-stressed like a ripped tee. I'm having battles with my mind, you don't understand. With the reason no shops got rubber bands. Niggas talk start status clicking and hoping I need a pound of the Cali, a brick of the nosy. Sink, swim, and I know what I chose. Bash going cheap, I can't run out O's. I swear, I was down for my early teens. My bro died, all the pain made me swear my dreams. My daddy